Okay, right. Today we are going to discuss certain things related to functional English. In a particular context, what is to say, how to respond. Suppose when somebody thanks us, what should be our response? In a very monotonous way, in a very routine way, we are going to, thank somebody, or when somebody thanks us, we are going to respond just like that, welcome. A standard stock expression is welcome, or it's all right, it's okay, don't worry. There are various expressions that you can really use. Instead, in a general scenario, we are habituated to only one kind of expression, only one stock expression, which makes our English very monotonous, very routine. Instead, let us try to learn various options, various other ways of thanking somebody or responding to somebody who thanked us, and how to make requests in a most polite way, and how to ask for permissions, and how to get permission in a most polite way, and how to ask for directions. Okay, how to express gratitude, how to apologize. That is also very important. When you do something wrong, how to apologize. When somebody apologizes, what should be your response? When somebody says that I'm sorry, or I sincerely feel so sorry for what all happened, like when they sincerely feel sorry about something, what's going to be your response? So that's what we are going to see today. That is called actually functional English. So first, let us go to how to make requests, because making requests is a very very important thing in life. Because most often what happens is, we must learn how to really express something in the most polite way, because without politeness our public relations will not be as good as we assume them to be. So that's why what we need to do is we should learn to be the most polite. But anytime you express something, there are two ways. One is formal, the other is informal. I have already discussed this. Formal is something with whom you don't have very close relationship, with whom you have official relation, business transactions. Okay, your boss, your higher up, your superiors, strangers, your people who are elder to you. With them, when you are interacting, you need to be very very polite. That is called formal expression or formal relationship. So in a formal situations, in a formal interaction and in formal expressions, you need to be extremely polite. How to request somebody, how to thank somebody, how to apologize to somebody, how to respond when they ask for something. So is very very important, because in your daily interaction, we must learn daily course of life, we must learn how to be extremely polite to people who are elder to us, who are superior to us, who are higher ups, who are our bosses. Okay, and that is very important. So today we are going to see all that. Now I'm going to read some expressions. You just listen to all those expressions first, and somebody is going to ask for money. You are going to ask some X for money. So the first expression is, give me some money. Give me some money. So, is there any politeness at all? We are not able to find any politeness or any word. Even simply, if you add a word called please, also it carries some politeness. But here you are saying that give me some money. Straight away, it looks like an order. It looks like an imperative sentence which refers to order, command. So when we don't add words like please, it looks to be imperative, just like an order or a command. So this can be of course used. I don't say that this cannot be used in any situation. This can be used in informal situation. What do you mean by informal? Informal means where people are very close to you, just like your friends, your classmates, your colleagues who are very, very close to you, and people who are younger to you, maybe your brother, younger sister, or your cousins, or your people who are very intimate, very close to us. Even family members sometimes are very close to us. That's why you can be very informal in home. At that time, you can just tell your younger sister, get me some water, get me that pen, get me that book, get me that, switch on the TV. You can, of course, speak in this language because they are younger to you. Okay, that's one thing. Now, I'm going to use another expression. Listen to this carefully. Will you lend me some money? Or will you get me some water? When you say, will you get me some water? Of course, it carries some politeness. It is bit polite when compared to get me some water. When you say get me some water, it is purely an order or a command. But at least when you say, will you get me some water, at least it carries some politeness. If you could really add a word please even at the end, will you get me some water please? Will you pass on that salt please? Will you please serve me lunch? Will you please simplify this for me to understand better? So this carries, of course, politeness, and this is a polite way of requesting somebody when compared to the usage one. Now, I'm going to use another expression. Can you please get me some water? Will you please get me some water? Can you please get me some water? So, can you please get me some water is more polite than will you please get me some water. So, I'm going in the increasing order of politeness. So, second one is more polite than the first one. Third one is more polite than the second and the first one. Like that, I'm going in the increasing order, ascending order, in which what happens, the last one will carry more and more, I can say, more and more politeness. And the last one does not carry any politeness at all. So that's why it is very, very important for us to understand how to express something in the most polite way. So, will you please get me some water? Carries some politeness undoubtedly, but can you get me some water? Can you lend me some money? Can you please give me lift? Can you please explain this to me? Is better than will you please. Now, the next one is could you please? See, as we have already seen in the model auxiliaries, could is more polite than can. Can is informal, whereas could is more polite. So, could is formal and more polite, which could be used with your elders, with your higher ups, with your superiors, with strangers, with neighbors, with anywhere in a very formal situations you can use. Suppose when you are requesting somebody, you can say, could you please get me some water? Could you please serve me some dal, some rice, some food? Could you please pass on the salt? Could you please help me with a cup of coffee? Could you please prepare a cup of tea for me? Could you please give me a lift? Could you please do this for me? Could you please lend me some money? Like this, you are using all these expressions to be, I mean, your tone is extremely polite. Your expression is extremely polite. In the most polite way, you are requesting somebody. So, one is not polite, second one is bit polite, third one is more polite than the second one, fourth one is extremely polite than the three of them. Generally, it is better always to use could you please get me some water? Could you please give me lift? Could you please explain this to me? Could you please tell me? Is more polite than the other three. Now, I'm going to use another fifth expression. Do you think you could lend me some money? Do you think you could serve me some food? do you think you could give me lift is just looks to be an interrogative, but it is also one polite way of saying. Next one, I wonder if you could lend me some money. I wonder if you could lend me some money, or I wonder if you could get me some water. I wonder if you could give me a lift is also more polite than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. This is the sixth one. And the seventh one is also the more polite one, which is the seventh one is more polite one, just like, would you mind lending me some money? We have already seen, would you please get me some water? Would you please carry this bag for me? Would you please accompany me up to the gate? Would you please give me a lift? Would you please get me some water? Are also more polite than, could you please get me some water? But whereas when you add would you mind is going to be more polite. You can say, would you mind helping me? Would you mind explaining this to me? After mind, you have to use inform. Would you mind explaining this to me? Would you mind giving me a lift? Would you mind lending me money? Would you mind preparing a cup of coffee for me? Is also more polite than could. That's why better you learn these expressions, especially could you please get me some water, and would you mind getting me some water, or would you please get me some water, are very much preferable in spoken English. You must learn to use them. And the next expression is, if you could get me some water, or if you could lend me some money, I should be very grateful to you. This is mostly used in written English, especially when you are writing a letter of request. Maybe you are writing a letter to the municipal commissioner for the clearance of garbage, or clearance of the chokage of drainage in your area on your street. So in that particular case, at the end, you can write this sentence, if you could do this favor for us, or if you could get this road, or you could get this drainage cleared, I should be highly grateful to you. So generally in written English, whenever you are writing letters of request to the higher up, this is the best expression that you can always use. What is that? If you could do this for me, I should be very grateful to you, is a very, very preferable expression that has to go with this. So here we have seen in the ascending order from 1 to 10. So 1 to 8, the 1 is the least polite way of requesting somebody. Least polite means there is no politeness at all. If you ask me, sir, can't we use that? We can use it in a very informal situations, wherein people whom you are dealing with are very inferior in the sense very close, very intimate, sometimes your subordinates. Of course you can use this language, but when you are dealing with people who are superior, who are higher ups, it is very, very important for us to take care of our voice, our expression, our tone. Politeness matters a lot. So that's why this is very, very important for you to learn how to be extremely polite. Now, yeah. Now I am going to take another item, that is expressing gratitude. You must be having an idea. What is gratitude? Expressing thankfulness. How to express thankfulness to somebody? So generally, we express thanks to people just by saying thanks in a very careless way. See, here your tone is important, your facial expression is important, your body language is important, your language is also important. When you really thank somebody, if you say in a very careless way, thanks, it does not carry any politeness, it does not carry any amount of thankfulness from the bottom of your heart. So that's why it is but essential for everyone to learn to modulate our voice, to adjust our voice, and our body language has to be very polite, very humble, very obedient. Even polite words that you should use, your tone also matters a lot. In a very pleasing, polite way, you should thank someone. Now, I'll tell you, generally we say thanks, but better you avoid that expression thanks. Thanks is very, very careless way of thanking somebody. Instead, you can say thank you. Don't say thanks. Thanks is, I can say, a very careless expression. Instead, you better say, thank you, comes from the bottom of your heart, carries some politeness, carries some affection. You really feel thankfulness towards somebody or something that has been done to you. In that case, it is better to say thank you. So various expressions that we find is generally very informally we say thanks. That is very informal. Thanks, thanks a lot, or many thanks. Thanks, thanks a lot is very informal. But whereas if you want to say in a most situations, in a very, of course, in a formal and informal situations also, most fitting expression is thank you, or thank you so much, or thank you very much. Thank you very much, or thank you so much are the best preferable expressions in most situations. In all situations, you can use them, irrespective of formal and informal, you can just use them. And now I'm going to introduce one expression to you that is the most polite expression, especially you can use it in a very, very formal situations, especially people who have helped you in a very official capacity. Suppose some work has been done to you in official capacity, your file is really pending since a long time, you have requested somebody has cleared your file, or something that has been pending since a long time has been done to you, and all that. In such cases, you can express thankfulness to somebody in the very, very polite way. And now, in a very polite way, what you can say is, the kind of expression is, that is, you can say, that's kind of you, that is kind of you, that is good of you, that is nice of you. You can say it's very kind of you, it's very nice of you, it's very good of you. You may say, sir, you are saying good of you, nice of you, you are appreciating him, but you are not thanking him. It's not that kind of expression. When you say kind means, here it is not kindness, you are trying to express your thankfulness to him by saying it is so kind of you, it is very kind of you, good of you, nice of you. You can say any one of them. Don't say good of you, kind of you, nice of you. Now, say just any one of them. You can say, that's so kind of you, sir. That's so nice of you, sir. That's so good of you, sir. Then it comes from the bottom of your heart. It is the most polite, especially in the official capacity, you can use it. Whereas these three expressions, thanks, very informal, thank you so much, thank you very much, can be used in all situations. And the third category is, that's so kind of you, that's so nice of you, that's so good of you, could be used in formal, the most polite situations. And the last one should be used in the written English only. Just like when somebody has tagged you through a letter, through a mail, or through some, in a very official capacity, some correspondence has come to you, then you can say, I'm really, you can say, I'm really grateful to you. I'm grateful to you. I'm very, very grateful to you, or I'm really grateful to you, I'm extremely grateful to you, or I'm obliged to you. OBLIGED. I'm obliged to you. I'm obliged to you. I'm extremely grateful to you. I'm very, very grateful to you, or I'm grateful to you can be used in written English. So that's how we should learn what kind of expressions we can use and where to use and how to use are very important for us to learn how to express them in the proper way. Now, the next item is apology. When do you say apology? Apology means when you do something wrong, when you commit something wrong, then you say sorry to somebody. It means that you are trying to apologize. You are trying to say that you are sorry for something. In that case, you will say, I'm sorry. So, but very informally, very carelessly, people say, sorry. They will just tread upon your foot and say, sorry. What is that expression? Are you really feeling it or not? Only saying it for saying sake. No. Feel it, then say, I'm sorry. When you say, oh, I'm sorry. When you say, I'm sorry, that should reflect in your body language, in your tone, in your facial expressions, as if you're really feeling that. If you say, sorry, what is that sorry? As if, it doesn't carry any amount of politeness. That's why try to learn how to say sorry to somebody in the most polite way. So the first one, sorry, is very, very informal. Of course, you can use it in very small things, very insignificant situations. You can say sorry, of course. Informally you can say, but coming to most situations, you can always say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry could be used most often. Most often you can say, I'm sorry, but don't say sorry. Just like thanks, don't say thank you so much. I'm sorry. Okay. And if you want to be very, very polite, if you want to say something in a very formal situation, you can say, I'm extremely sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I'm so sorry is a kind of expression that you should learn to use. Then one more expression which you can use generally is, you can say, oh, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I just can't tell you how sorry I am for that. Or I cannot, you can say, I just don't know how to say sorry to you. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say in this situation. I just don't know how to really react to this situation. So you are feeling so uneasy. You are feeling sorry for that. Then you can say, I just don't know what to say. Or you can say, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I just don't know how sorry I am, or I just don't know what to say, or I can't tell you how sorry I am. So this is how you, of course, you can just do that. So when you want to apologize to somebody, you can say in a very informal situation, sorry. In the most situations, in almost all formal and informal situations, you can say, I'm sorry. Okay, just a second. Yes. Now, so sorry is informal. I'm sorry is more, it could be used both formal and informal. And I am extremely sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry kind of expressions that you could use in the most polite situations. And especially in a particular situations, like I told you, in a very, very formal situations, you can say that I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say, or I can't tell you how sorry I am. Now, when you feel apologetic, or when you want to apologize, or when you say sorry to somebody, what are you going to say? This one. But when somebody expresses sorry, then how to respond is also very important. Of course, in our daily life, we say sorry to people, and then it's fine. But when somebody expresses sorry, then what should you say? How to accept apology made by someone? Then what should be your expression is, you can say that, don't worry. Hey, don't worry. Hey, that's all right. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. That's all right. It's okay. Forget it. I repeat, don't worry. Don't worry about it. That's all right. It's okay. Forget it. Forget it. These are the 5 expressions which you can use. Don't use only single expressions all the time. You have multiple options. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. That's all right. It's okay. Forget it. Okay. So this is how you can respond when somebody expresses apology to you. In the previous item, we learned how to thank somebody, but how to respond to thanks offered by somebody. When somebody says thanks to you, how will you respond? What are you going to do? What are you going to say? There are some ways. You can say in a very informal way, when people say sorry, you can say, that's all right. That's all right. It's all right. You can say. That's all right. It's all right. You can say. Very informal. Whereas in most of the situations, you can say, thank you. Not at all. You can say. Not at all. Or you can say, oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So sometimes we say, oh, it's my duty. Okay. We say pleasure is mine, and it's a pleasure. And if you want to say formal, you can say, don't say welcome. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Don't say welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome is preferable than welcome. Welcome is very, very careless way of saying. You can better say, when somebody says thank you, you can better say, you are welcome. But in a formal situation, you are welcome. Or you can say, don't mention it. But I have heard one expression, no mention, people say. Thank you, no mention. Don't say there is no expression like no mention. There's nothing like that, no mention. You better say, don't mention it, or you are most welcome, or you are welcome. So I repeat, you can say in the informal way, that's all right, or it's all right. And in a common, both formal and informal, you can say, hey, not at all. Or you can say, it's a pleasure, or it's my duty. And in a very formal way, don't mention it, and you can say, you are welcome. So that's how you can learn to use these expressions, which are very important in our daily communication. How to thank somebody in a formal way, informal way, in both formal and informal way, and how to say something in spoken English and how to say something in written English is important for us to learn, and how to respond when somebody says thanks to us or when somebody expresses apology, how to respond. That too, while responding, you can respond in the formal way, informal way, general way, and in written English, what kind of expressions you are going to use. You should learn like this and you should practice. Then you will be able to learn proper English, proper, most polite way you can use your interaction. Your public relations will be smooth, so beautiful and wonderfully you can really have your public relations. So that's all now about this.